Welcome aboard, Captain. I've left the F-16 on the ground to learn how to fight underwater. I don't know much about submarines, but they've always fascinated me. Silent hunters of the deep built for one purpose: to strike without being seen. This is Uboat, the most realistic World War II submarine simulator I've ever played. It's not just about torpedoes and explosions. It's about managing your crew, conserving oxygen, keeping morale high, and making life or death decisions miles below the surface. Every mission feels like a mix of strategy, tension, and survival, and the ocean doesn't forgive mistakes. So, buckle up, or well, dive in. We're going deep. If you want a simpler experience, you can play in a more common style, watching your submarine from the outside or managing everything from the map, while your crew takes care of most tasks automatically. But if you really want immersion, you can switch to first person and walk freely inside the submarine. You can talk to your crew, check the radio, manage the engines, load torpedoes, use the periscope. Everything feels alive and functional. The attention to detail is insane. Every lever, every sound, every flickering light adds to the tension of being trapped inside a steel tube under the ocean. I know there are different types of U-boats in the game, and honestly, I don't even remember which one I picked here. But who cares? Now, let's take a first-person tour of this incredible machine. The first thing you notice is how cramped everything feels. The corridors are narrow, the air feels heavy, and every corner is filled with pipes, valves, and gauges. And here's where U-boat really shines. Almost everything you see, you can actually interact with. Let's start with this, the main output of the calculator. This system is basically the brain of your torpedo operations. It helps you calculate firing solutions, distance, bearing, speed, everything you need to make sure your torpedo hits its target. For this run, I'm playing in a simplified way. The crew will handle most of the complex stuff, like managing the engines, adjusting ballast, and tracking targets, while I focus on navigation and the overall mission. It's a great way to learn without sinking every 5 minutes. Alright, next up, let's check out the radio man. This guy is basically the ears of the submarine. Right next to him, we've got the control room, the heart of the sub. Moving on, we've got the small rest area. It's not exactly luxury down here. Next up, the kitchen, and when I say kitchen, I mean a space smaller than a closet. Behind that, we've got the diesel engines. Remember, there were no nuclear subs back in World War II, so everything ran on diesel and batteries. That means fuel, noise, and smoke. Everything had to be managed carefully, especially when you're trying to stay hidden from destroyers above. And finally, in the last compartment, we've got the tail torpedo and the air compressors, one diesel and one electric. These systems kept the boat breathing and the pressure under control. All right, now that we've explored the sub...
liaison officer, relaying orders directly from the Admiralty. How may I assist you today, Captain?
It's time to get to work.
These are current orders from the headquarters. Your eyes only.
There are a few options here, different patrol zones, objectives and difficulty levels, but I'm gonna go with this one on medium difficulty. I'm still learning how everything works, so this should give me a decent challenge without ending up at the bottom of the ocean in the first 5 minutes. The British Empire's largest weakness is its interconnectivity and dependence on naval trade. Our U-boat forces are especially capable of striking at this weak spot by blocking major trade routes. Alright, that's our mission. Sounds simple, but it never is. To control the sub, it's actually pretty simple, at least in this mode. You mainly need to use the depth meter and the speed selector. Everything else is managed automatically by the crew.
Set a course to these coordinates.
They'll handle things like adjusting ballast, switching between diesel and electric engines, and managing the dive planes, so you can focus on navigation and situational awareness. But if you play on maximum realism, that's a completely different story. You have to give the crew every order manually, from changing depth and course to reloading torpedoes or adjusting the trim, and you can even take direct control of the crew members yourself to interact with all the systems manually. It's incredible how deep the simulation goes. You can play it like a strategy game or like a full-blown first-person simulator. It's up to you. Now, since the sub isn't exactly fast, we're talking about a top speed of around 17 knots on the surface and even less when submerged, getting anywhere takes a while. And considering we often have to travel thousands of kilometers across the Atlantic, that can mean a lot of waiting. Luckily, the game lets you speed up the time.
Torpedo in tube 5 maintained.
It's a lifesaver, honestly. You can fast forward through the long stretches of open ocean until something interesting happens, like a radio contact or an enemy ship on the horizon.
Shallow waters, Captain.
It looks really good, huh? I mean, the graphic is stunning. Look at that. All right. I've reached the strait and I've already encountered a group of British ships.
Bearing 5 degrees.
Now let's see if I can sink one.
To these coordinates. Alarm! Convoy in
Run to
sight.
your
Bearing
stations. The hunter
There we go. The convoy is in sight. I'm going to assign this guy here to calculate the torpedo firing solution.
Calculate torpedo course. Change course. Slow ahead.
Now let's go to periscope depth.
Periscope depth.
I want to try a stealth attack, but I know they can spot you when you're close at periscope depth. So let's try.
Set a course to these coordinates.
Torpedo in tube 3 maintained.
Switch to electric motors.
Alright, I'm closer now. Time to surface. The firing solution is only 60%, so I need to surface to get a clearer view of the target and improve the firing solution. They might spot me, but they're far enough away that I should be able to dive again if I need to. Now let's...
Calculate torpedo course. Switch to diesel engines.
Now let's open the torpedo
Calculate
control
torpedo
interface. Torpedoes need to be flooded before launch, so I'll prepare one.
Change course.
Captain, the enemy ships are at battle stations.
Time to test our metal, lads. Plug tube 1.
Tube 1 flooded.
Change course.
%76%. Still low, but let's see if it turns. Good boy. Turn left. That looks like a good trajectory.
Fire!
Fire!
40 seconds to impact. 30 seconds. 20 seconds. Set a course to these coordinates. 10 seconds to impact.
Boom!
Torpedo hit the enemy. Fire on board.
There we go.
Serious damage.
All right, one ship is gone. Now let's take care of the second. I am at periscope depth and the firing solution is almost 90%. That's good. Ooh, they spotted me.
Fire!
Fire!
40 seconds to impact. Change course.
Captain, the enemy ships are at battle stations.
30 seconds. Stay sharp, but don't panic. We'll handle this. Seconds. Ten seconds to impact.
Well, the second ship is seriously damaged. The third one is too far away, so let's check if there's anything to loot in the wreckage. When you sink a ship, there are often things you can recover, like spare parts, food, and even surviving crew members.
Set a course to these coordinates.
Tube 1 loaded.
Faster, faster. Set a course to these coordinates. The crew evacuates the ship.
In this case, there's a lot of personnel in the water, but I don't have enough space to take everyone on board.
Report sent.
Blow the tanks.
Current depth 5 meters.
Switch to diesel engines.
Captain, we have reached our target.
All engines stop.
Alright, let's move on to the mission objective. Patrolling the assigned area. Alright, along the way I encountered another group of enemy ships, but I decided to keep heading toward the patrol area. I've been submerged for a while now, and the air inside the sub is getting heavier. I need to surface. I should have lost them by now.
265 degrees.
Wait, no way. Someone managed to follow me.
265 degrees.
That hurts.
Switch to diesel engines. Periscope depth.
Let's get back to periscope depth immediately.
Radio is damaged. Hull breach in the officer's room.
Oh, that really hurts.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
Set a course to these coordinates.
Oof. Well, if they spot you, you need to go deeper than periscope depth to make them lose your trail.
Calculate torpedo course. Damage report. Hull breach in the bow torpedo room.
There are breaches along the hull. Fortunately, I stocked the storeroom with spare parts before we started, so the crew should be able to handle these repairs. I hope. There we go. There's water coming in everywhere. In the meantime, I'm trying to calculate a firing solution. Okay, there's no water in the rear, so they only damage the bow, the torpedo room, and the radio. I think we can fix it. I'm in a weird position here. Let's see if I can find a good firing solution. This is an intense close quarters fight. We are very close.
Target position
I
reached.
think we need to slow down a bit.
Set a course to these coordinates.
Hull breach in the officer's room repaired.
Come on. Everyone is busy, I think. Come on, man, slow down.
Dead slow ahead.
Radio repair.
Okay, the trajectory
Flood tube 1.
should not be bad. Torpedo is ready.
Tube 1 flooded. Fire.
Fire.
20 seconds. 10 seconds to impact.
Ah, missed. We're too close.
It's a miss. Flood tube 2. Set a course to these coordinates. Tube 2 flooded.
Hull breach in the bow torpedo room repaired. Report sent.
Faster. Faster. Change course.
Man, this thing turns so slow. It's like trying to dogfight in a 747 against an Airbus A320. Two giants awkwardly trying to dance in the sky.
Wait.
I can't believe I can fire at this angle. Come on. Looks good. Looks good.
Fire!
Fire!
40 seconds to impact. 30 seconds.
I can't believe it.
20 seconds.
He's turning. Look at that.
Ten seconds to impact.
Come on, come on. That's a shot.
Evacuates the ship.
That's a nice shot.
Blow the tanks. The ship is sinking.
Good work. Hooray! Current depth, 10 meters. Report sent.
Alright, the last enemy ship is down. Finally. Now I'm heading to loot the wreckage and make my way toward the patrol area.
Change course. Switch to diesel engines.
Report sent.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
But first, some maintenance. If you look inside the sub, there's a lot of water in the torpedo room. Not good. So I'm activating the pump
Turn on the pump.
from the control room to drain it. There we go. While I'm patrolling, I also assigned one of the sailors to repair the damage on the outside of the hull. These guys are working non-stop, but they're handling it like pros.
Captain, we should search the boat for hidden damage.
Oh, unfortunately, no more enemy ships in sight, which honestly is a relief after that fight. Back at port, I received a few medals. Not bad for a rookie captain. We actually sank quite a few ships on this run. What a journey! If you enjoyed the dive, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Until next time, Captain, stay silent, stay deep, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao!